Please rise and welcome Jing En.
Let's go. Thank you, but where's the mic? Oh, thank you, very nice. Raise your hand if you ever had a dream so big that when you told someone about it, they looked at you like you were pretty crazy. When I was in primary school, I remember that my teacher loved to ask us this question. What do you want to be when you grow up? As a kid, I loved answering this question because I loved to think about all the possibilities I could have. I used to play FIFA with my brother and imagine that one day I could play for my favorite football club, FC Barcelona, in their home stadium. Or I'll play Pokemon on my Nintendo DS for hours, dreaming that one day, maybe I could be the Pokemon champion. Now, even though I know some of these dreams could never come true, I never stopped wondering about what is possible. I didn't even care about what other people thought. At the end of it all, my teacher would always tell us to dream big. Can everyone say with me, dream big? Dream big! Very good, dream big. So when I went to secondary school, I had a dream so big that I wanted more than anything else. It wasn't perfect grades. It wasn't a girlfriend yet. But what I really wanted was to become the president of the Students' Council. Because back then, in my 15-year-old brain, what I thought being a president meant is that I could decide the school rules. I could decide what events I could plan. And more importantly, the kind of influence and impact I could leave on my school community. And that year, there was only one person who wanted to run for that role. And that was me. So naturally, I was like, that is going to be an easy shot for me. So I spent hours and days rehearsing for my speech, watching great speakers, like the past 10 speakers on stage, hoping that I could be like them, to have the confidence, the charisma, and manage to convince my audience. And soon enough, the big day arrived. If you were with me that very afternoon, you will see a very excited 15-year-old boy at the back of the entire lecture theatre, heart racing, cold sweat all over his body, as he get ready to go and make his speech. And when I went up, I gave my everything, shared all of my creative ideas, and when I went down, I was like, I nailed it! Yeah. Then 3 days later, we gathered back at the exact same lecture theatre, and my teacher flashed the new appointments on the big screen like this. I was really excited. I was finding my name from the top of the appointment chart, searching, looking, still finding, all the way down. Because my friends, what I realized was that I was not nominated to be the president, nor the vice president, not even secretary, but just somewhere at the bottom, a section leader. And around me, I could hear people saying things like, oh, his ideas weren't realistic. The teacher didn't like him. Honestly, he isn't that good yet. And in that moment, I believed what they said. And in my mind at that point in time, all I could think about was what an idiot I was for even wanting to dream that big. And that day, my friends, I didn't just lose an election, but I lost my sense of wonder. I started doing things that I thought people wanted me to do, said things that I thought people wanted me to hear. And without me realizing it, my life went downhill. When it went to choosing my next school, I asked everyone for their opinions except myself. Do you think I should go to JC? Should I go to poly? Or should I not go to school at all? I don't know, man. When it came to choosing my CCAs, I asked everyone to tell me what was the most popular CCA and I'll go for it. Do you think I should go for student council again? No? No? How about track and field? Oh, no. So. Okay. How about maybe basketball? Do you think that's fun? Fun. Okay, not too bad. And no, not just that. When it came to talking to girls, I'll only find the most popular girls to talk to that everyone was finding. Hi, excuse me. Would you like to go on a date with me this afternoon? Sure. Oh, they weren't as nice as you. Most of them just ignored and flat out rejected me, And my friends, even though on paper, my life looked really good, but honestly deep down, I wasn't very happy. I just felt like I was living someone else's life. I started wondering about what I really wanted. And I felt so far away from the kid who used to wonder about what he wanted. And maybe for some of you in this room, you could feel the exact same way in your life right now. So how do I go out from here? In the year 2020, I met another teacher. His name is Mr. Kun. Mr. Kun used to teach me general paper, which is English, in junior college. But he was a very special teacher. Instead of just teaching us how to write essays, every class he would talk to us about the world, about culture, about being human. And it was far more interesting than anything that I learned in my school. And then I remember, on Children's Day that year, it was a week before our prelim examinations. And that day, instead of rushing through essays after essays, he told us to keep all of our books. And instead, he just gave us a piece of letter. And in that letter, there was a space which he wrote a personal note for every single one of us. And I will never forget what he wrote for me. Because he said this. He said, Jing En, I think the voice that people hear is not fully honest to yourself and what lies within you. If no one else in this world existed, what is it that you truly want to say? At the point, I was like, wow, that is the first time someone asked me what I truly wanted to say. And before he ended the class, he said the most beautiful thing that I will never forget. He said this. He said, class, every single one of you in this room, you have an inner child within you. This child holds the wonder, the freedom, and the courage to do what you want in your life. And when you learn to embrace this child, any reality that you want to achieve, you can negotiate it. And that day changed everything for me. Because I realized that I could still wonder, I could still dream, I could still do the things that I wanted, ladies and gentlemen. So I looked back at the child that I used to be and wondered about what I could still do. And there was a dream that I thought could still be possible. And that was to become a speaker. So the first step that I did was to find a mentor who could guide me and show me the way forward and show me that it is possible that my dreams could come true. And that was when I met my first mentor, Darren Tay, the world champion of public speaking in 2016. And I got a chance to intern with him, and with his guidance, I realized that I could speak, and I love speaking, and that made me to become an MC. But I didn't just want to stop there. I wanted to find bigger platforms to share my stories, to share love and light to this entire world. And that was when I met my second mentor, Eric Feng, who created a community called Get Paid to Speak. And in that program, I met leaders, founders, entrepreneurs, or even just normal people who had a great life and they were sharing their stories regardless of their backgrounds. And then I realized that if they could do it, so could I. And the third step, which I believe is the most important, is to always go back to the inner child within me. Every single time that I doubted myself, that I thought things were not possible, I always look back at the child who wondered that things could maybe turn out well. And then I took action. And slowly, I found myself speaking on bigger stages, from professional speaking to MCing, and even standing on this inspirational night stage today. I feel is a big honor and just a starting step to a big adventure ahead of me. Thank you. My dear friends, today I'm a speaker, but I'm also a wonder seeker. The reason why I share my story with all of you is for one very simple reason. As I grow older, I start to see more and more people killing their younger selves and their dreams. Maybe it is because of what other people might say. Perhaps it is because of your own self-doubt. Whatever the case is, it is killing you and robbing you of the life that is meant for you. And what I've realized is that the power of wonder will allow you to chase your dreams with courage and confidence. I used to be a really shy kid, but today, I am an MC and a speaker. I used to fail all of my leadership elections, but today, I'm guiding my juniors in different capacities. I used to wonder whether I could get a girlfriend, and today, I'm still wondering when I'll get a girlfriend. But that keeps me excited every single day. My friends, I genuinely believe that if you have a dream, you are meant to fulfill it. Otherwise, you wouldn't even dream about it in the first place. So don't be afraid to listen to the inner child. Go back to the sense of wonder and trust it. Because for all those who wonder, you guys are not lost, but you guys are writing a new chapter in your life that is meant for you. And I promise you, when you do that, you will live the most wonderful life you can ever live. Thank you very much.